the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. The quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you. They get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
That's caught. It's Cooks. Still running at the 40. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no... Great.
By the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the off.
And they will score. Touchdown tie.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge...
Turning it on! Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man down the middle. Touchdown! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Working that left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. It's complete to the left. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly, and you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a man. It's Woodhead. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Got it in the middle. It's straight. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough. chains. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on third and short. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. LSU with the first and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Woodhead. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They just keep firing. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what?
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just off of it at the last minute.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he will roll into the end zone.
With a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
the defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Starts to scramble to the left. Swings it out to his running back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the give off the left side. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart.
Turns on the Jets. He stopped and forced. down just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw again. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown time. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do you... You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line.
Flips a tackle, and he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn. On downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Sets up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He lets it fly. Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Quarterback adapting. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Alabama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Woodhead. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So now it's 2nd and long. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kent. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive firing. Stands in and takes the hit. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field. Attack.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big...
Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Delivers the stiff arm. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Dobbs. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. They'll go to the air. Floating away. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw. It's Dobbs. He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
22.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The score, Alabama 56, LSU 23.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.